Hello, this is Emma of Emma Live Yoga, and welcome to this Ashtanga inspired total body deep core yoga class. So we're going to be targeting the deep core muscles in relation to the back, the strength of the legs, all of these areas work together. We'll be creating some nice toasty, warm, glowing energy. You should get a little bit of a sweat on, that's the idea. And just make sure you have the right equipment with you. So ideally 2 bricks or blocks, possibly a blanket for the knees. So come into a comfortable seated position. If you need to sit on anything, please do. And just take a few moments to sit nice and tall. So as we arrive here, take an inhale to lengthen, lift the spine. Exhale to release the shoulders away from the ears. And doing this again, inhaling to lengthen. Exhaling to release. And then bringing the hands to Anjali Mudra at the heart space. Just tune into the breath here. Tune into the heart energy of intuition and instinct. If you wish to set an intention for your practice, just gently bow the head. So within our general theme of working with the total body, working into the deep core muscles with some challenges, just bring to mind anything which feels personal for you for this practice or in life in general. Once you've planted the seed, inhale, lift the head again. Exhale, we'll just initiate this space with the sacred vibration of Om. So take a breath in. Om. Close the eyes for a moment. Feel that inner vibration. Feel a deep connection with the breath. And feel whatever energy you create, you'll keep some for yourself and also give some out, making your energy, your prana, a force for good. And then take a deeper breath, inhale, blink the eyes open. And exhale and release the hands down to the side of the body, coming onto the fingertips. We'll begin with a gentle warming and mobilization. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale as you slide the right hand out, swoosh the left arm down and up, over to the side. Big inhale down that left side of the body. Big exhale, release the shoulders. And just say, hello shoulders, see what's going on with the breath. See what's moving with the breath. And just nice and easy. From here, inhale as you lift back to center. On the exhale, bring the hands forward, roll the shoulders back, inhale, lift the heart space, exhale, begin to spider walk the hands forward until you emerge in a little forward bend. Gently tuck the chin in, big inhale out into the hip joints. Big exhale, either stay where you are or you may go a bit deeper, possibly forearms down. Nice, steady breathing. Possibly forehead down on the backs of the hands to see what feels best for you. Any of these options is fine. One more breath, lengthening and feeling into the spine. Then on the exhale, walk the hands back. Again, bring the hands either side of you. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, walk the left hand out, swoosh the right arm down and then over. Big inhale, stretch into the fingertips. Exhale, draw the shoulders down the back, breathing and feeling into this right side of the body as we open up these side channels. Nice, steady breath. And we'll begin to work into a ujjayi breath, which we'll use throughout this practice. That's it, looking good. Inhale, swoosh the arm down, lift back to center. On the exhale, take the hands back behind you so you can come onto the fingertips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, roll the shoulders back, maybe a little lift of the chin, teeny tiny back bend. Breathing and lifting the heart space. One more breath here, warming up the spine in all directions. Then exhale as you come back to neutral. From here, coming through to an all fours position. So rolling through, plant the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Spread out the fingers and thumbs. From here, inhale. Exhale and sink back. So sinking the sitting bones back towards the heels. Little cat-cow. Inhale as you come forward, belly dips, lift the heart space. Big exhale, tuck the tailbone under, sitting bones back towards the heels. And again, last one. Inhale, heart comes forward. Just limbering up the spine. Exhale, tuck under, arch the back, back towards the heels. From here, staying here in child pose, you might wish to bring the legs together. Bring the forehead down to something, floor or support. Big inhale into the back muscles. Big exhale, seeing where you can let go. Continuing to warm up, so nice and easy breathing. And then inhale as you come forward. Bring the elbows down. Exhale, sink the pelvis down as we come to Sphinx pose. So elbows underneath the shoulders, fingers and thumbs spread. On the inhale, lift the chest forward. Feel that little stretch of the belly. Soften the glutes. Exhale, draw the shoulders back and keep the gaze level. So chin is tucked slightly. Make sure you're not tensing those bum cheeks. Keep them nice and soft. Let the back muscles do the work. If this feels too much, then just walk the hands further forward. One more breath. Then on the exhale, sink down to soften around the shoulders. Slide the hands underneath the shoulders or towards the rib cage. On the inhale, lift to an all fours position. Tuck the toes under. Exhale, push and lift back into downward dog or Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Hands are shoulder distance, feet hip distance. Inhale. Exhale, as we arrive here, just begin to bicycle the legs. So lifting and lowering the heels, warming up the back of the legs. Allow the head to dangle, lots of relaxation there. Breath is moving. Prana is beginning to build. Then lengthen back, reach the heels towards the floor as you firm the muscles of the legs. Lengthening the spine. Then inhale, walk the hands back towards the feet. Now you can bend the knees, no problem. Exhale as you arrive there, then bend the knees, allow the belly to arrive on the thighs. Inhale. Exhale, take hold of the forearms and just begin to rock slowly from side to side. With the knees bent, you can feel that release through the back muscles. Then inhale as you come to center, straighten the legs, feel that through the hamstrings. And exhale to bend again. Back to the rocking. And then inhale, straighten the legs. This time, double finger loop the big toes. Know you can keep the knees bent if you need to. Otherwise, inhale to lengthen. Exhale as you hinge the elbows wide. Allow the head to dangle as we come into Parakuntasana. So gazing off the tip of the nose, keep squeezing Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor. Try and lift the shoulders up away from the ears. Breathing and feeling. No judgment. Lots of self-acceptance. Lots of breath. Then from here, inhale, lengthen, lift the chest forward. Exhale, walk the hands forward, coming back into downward dog. So reach the sitting bones up and back. Take a breath there. Then from here, bend the knees up onto the toes, look towards the hands. Either step jog or jump through. On the exhale, let the head dangle. Legs can be straight or bent. Inhale as you swoosh the arms all the way up. And exhale, come into Anjali Tadasana, pausing there. So taking a moment to feel grounded through the soles of the feet. Feel the breath moving. Heart space lifting. So from here, we'll work into Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salute A. Releasing the hands to the sides of the body for Samastitihi. On the inhale, swoosh the arms forward and up. Lift the gaze. Exhale, swan dive down. Bring the hands to the floor, straight leg or bent leg. Inhale, lift the heart forward. You can keep the hands on the floor, ankles or shins. On the exhale, plant the hands, step back, right leg, left leg, and coming into plank position. So you might bring the feet together, take your weight forward into the shoulders. It's a pike plank, so tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your glutes. This keeps your lower back in a really safe position. If this feels too much, I want you to bring your knees down, so whatever feels best. Then from here with the knees up or down, roll the elbows in. Exhale, lower the body all the way to the floor through Chaturanga. Release the toes on the inhale, pull back on the hands. You can do a baby cobra, maybe a higher cobra, or maybe an upward dog with the hands underneath the shoulders, knees away from the floor, whichever works for you. On the exhale, you can bring the knees down, tuck the toes under, push back into downward dog. Reconnect with your breath. See where you can relax. So that was a modified Surya Namaskar A. You can stay with that. Knees down is always an option. You can always come down to child instead of downward dog. So respect your body. See what it needs today. Listen to its messages. Up onto the toes, bend the knees, look forward, grip the fingers into the floor. Inhale, step, jog or jump through. Exhale, let the head dangle, Uttanasana. Inhale to lift all the way up. And exhaling to Samastitihi. Okay, good work. We're going to do another one of those. Inhale, swoosh the arms forward and up. Exhale, to swan dive down. Remember your options. Inhale, lift the heart forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step, jog or jump back to plank. Lower the body. Chaturanga. Inhale to lift. Into back bend of choice. Exhale to push back. Into downward dog. Even out your breath. Nice strong Ujjayi breath. Feel that heat building. Rest where you need to rest. No problem. One more breath here. Then bend the knees up onto the toes. Look forward. Inhale. Step, jog or jump through. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise all the way up. And exhaling to Samastitihi. From here, we're coming to Surya Namaskar B. So on the inhale, sit back initially into chair pose. Now as you sit back, I want you to sit nice and deep and just hug your hands around the shins. So feel the shoulders relaxed and try and keep your weight back into the heels. Squeeze your knees together, squeeze your ankles together. From here, bring the hands into a prayer position, Anjali Mudra, and lift the belly away from the thighs. Keep a nice steady gaze forward as you breathe. That's it. Looking good. Thighs are burning. It's okay. Acknowledge that. Don't run away from sensation. Next option on the inhale is to float the arms up. Keep the gaze low so neck is nicely relaxed. Good. Then exhale, fold down, lift the sitting bones any way up. Let go of the head. Inhale, lift the heart space. Exhale, bend the knees, step, jog or jump through. Jump back to plank position, lower the body. Untuck the toes. Inhale to lift to back bend of choice. And exhale to push back into downward dog. From here, inhale, bring the left heel in. And on the exhale, step through with the right leg. Allow the belly to rest on the right thigh and press back through the left heel. Find your breathing. Lift the chest. So feel really stable through the lower body. The hips are square. And then inhale, push through the front heel as you lift all the way up. Bringing the palms together. Lift in the heart space. If that's too much, you can keep the hands at prayer position. Then exhale, fold down, plant the hands, spin on the back heel, Follow the back foot, step back into a plank position, knees down or otherwise, lower the body. Inhale to lift into back bend of choice. Exhale, pushing back into downward dog. Inhale, bring the right heel down, step through with the left. Again, pause here, allow the belly to rest on the thigh. Draw the left hip back, relax the shoulders. Weight through the heels and inhale to lift up, swoosh the arms up. Exhale, dristy points, you can look straight ahead or up towards the thumbs. Or you can bring the hands down to the heart space. That's it, stay happy. Nice strong legs, keep breathing. Then exhale, fold down, spin on the ball of the back foot, step back, plank, chaturanga. Inhale to lift, back bend of choice. And exhale, pushing back into downward dog. Even out the breath there. If you need an extra rest, bring your knees down. If your breath has gone haywire, it's good to bring your knees down, no problem. So then from here, inhale, bring the left knee down. Exhale, keep the left hand underneath the left shoulder and bring the right hand to rest on the hip. So coming to a modified vasisthasana, side plank. If this is too much for your wrist, no, you can bring your left forearm down and just practice that way. Wherever you are, make sure that your joints, your bones are always stacked. Square the back foot towards the back of the mat. Find your breath. So this is an option. You might float the right arm up into space. That's another option. Stay really strong through these deep core muscles that we're working with. Another option here is to stack the feet together. So to stack the ankles, keep reaching up through the right hand. That's it. Stay strong, keep breathing. Another option here is to bend in the top leg. And another option is to take hold of the big toe of the right leg and to lift that leg up. So that's a full vasisthasana. That's too crazy. And stay with any of the previous options. Stay happy, squeeze your inner thighs, lift the hip. Then exhale, bring the right hand down to the hip, don't rush. Then come back to your standard plank and hold your plank, tuck the tailbone, squeeze the glutes, weight into the shoulders. From here, inhale, bring the right knee down. Exhale, we change sides. Vasisthasana to the right side. So check your bones are lined up. Check you've squared the back foot. Roll that left shoulder open. Maybe lift the left arm. Remember your options here. Forearm down is an option. Again, you might stack the feet. See how that feels. Keep squeezing and breathing. You might bring the legs to vrksasana, tree pose. Or you might take hold of the big toe and lift the leg all the way up. Just see what's doable. Stay strong. Keep breathing. Squeezing those inner thighs. Push away from the floor. Then exhale, bring the left hand down to the hip. That's it. Then tip back into your plank position. Hold your plank. Keep breathing. Building lots of strength, lots of core strength. Then from here, inhale, bring the knees down. Exhale and sink back into Balasana pose of a child. Well done, everybody. Even out your breath. Enjoy the rest while it lasts. Then from here, inhale, lift up to Vrksasana, so sitting back on the heels or high kneeling if that's preferable. And just do a few circles out through the wrists. We're building strength through the wrists as well. You can feel that sometimes in vasisthasana. And just shake out the wrists. From here, inhale, slide the hands forward. Tuck the toes under. Exhale, push and lift back into downward dog. Inhale, step the left heel in. Exhale, step through with the right foot. Now from here, inhale, lift up to Virabhadrasana B, Warrior 2 position. Exhale, that's it, looking good. Lift your back inner thigh. So we'll come into Utthita Parasvakonasana. We've got two options here. First option on the inhale, lean forward. Exhale, bring your right forearm down, then swing your left arm forward. That's option one. Option two is to bring the hand to the outside of the right foot and swing your arm forward from there. Wherever you are, you can lift your left rib cage, tuck your chin in towards your armpit, and then lift your gaze towards the fingertips. Keep pushing into the back heel. Keep breathing. That's it. Nice, strong Ujjayi breath. Continuing to work deeply into these deep core muscles. Keep weight in the front heel. Then inhale, push off the front heel as you lift all the way back up. We're going to change direction. Exhale, bring the right toes in, step the left foot out, bend the knee, back to Virabhadrasana B. Back leg is straight. Inhale. Exhale, lean forward, left forearm comes down as you swoosh the right arm forward. Or you can do an initial swoosh, bringing the left hand to the outside of the left foot and swooshing forward there. Creating this diagonal sling of energy. Nice active fingers. Roll the right rib cage open, establish your drishti. If it's too much on the neck, feel free to look straight down. Strong breathing. Then press into the bottom heel. Inhale to lift all the way back up. Exhale. Again, we're going to change direction. So bring the left toes in. Step the right foot out. Back to Virabhadrasana B. So then from here, inhale, square the hips. So bring the left arm forward as you bring the right hand into the sacrum and lift the chest. On the exhale, begin to hinge forward and carry the left elbow over the right knee. So we're coming into Pavarita Parasvakonasana. So you might have prayer hands nice and high. You might have the elbow right across the knee and keep lifting the chest towards the thumbs. If that's doable, you might bring the left hand down to the outside of the right foot and swoosh the right arm forward. If that's not doable, don't worry, just stay in the prayer hands, no problem. Lift the back kneecap. Keep breathing. Good, then look down, exhale, press into the back heel, windmill the arms as you change direction. Right toes go in, left foot faces forward, left hand comes onto the sacrum, reach the right arm up, big inhale to lift. Exhale, bend the left knee and carry the right elbow over. Remember your options, you can stay high up, you can go lower. Keep lifting the chest towards the thumbs, working into spinal rotation. Drawing the right hip back. Full option. Right hand to the outside of the left foot. This is really hard, so don't worry if you're nowhere near. And swoosh the left arm forward. Wherever you are, make sure you can breathe. Feel the heat building. Good, one more breath. Then look down. Inhale, windmill the arms. Square the feet, take the arms out to the side. Exhale, step through and come to Samastitihi. Well done, everybody. Pause there. Bring the hands to the heart space. If you're steady enough to, just close the eyes or lower the gaze. Feel that connection with the prana you've created so far. Feel the breath moving through the body. And also reconnect with the intention. So then from here, release the hands, lift the gaze. So back into vinyasa. Inhale, swoosh the arms forward and up. Exhale to swan dive down, same as before. Inhale, lift the heart space, lengthen. Exhale, step or jump back into plank position. Now you can bring your knees down, lower the body through chaturanga. Release the toes. Inhale to lift into back bend of choice. Nice. Exhale, pushing back into downward dog. From here, inhale, bring your knees down, both knees down. Exhale. So now taking hold of your bricks. You're going to bring your bricks to the front of your mat, shoulder distance apart. Basically, you're going to rest your hands on your bricks. You make sure the hands are facing forwards. If you don't have the right equipment here, then just stay on the floor, hands on the floor. So then place the hands on your bricks, rock your shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, take the left leg back, tuck the toes. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under. This protects your lower back. Draw your shoulders back. Inhale, bring the right leg back, tuck the tailbone under. Exhale and hold the plank here. This is too much, you can bring the knees down, no problem. So you're there, or you're there. From here, inhale. On the exhale, rock your weight forward, draw your right knee into the belly and breathe. Strong breath. Round the back, look between the bricks. One more breath. Inhale, step the right leg back. Exhale, draw the left knee into the belly. Again, you can do this with the right knee down, no problem. Push out of the bricks. Keep breathing. One more breath. Inhale, step back into your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Again, you can bring your knees down if you wish. Inhale to lift into back bend of choice. Good, feel that extra space with the bricks. Lift your pelvic floor. Exhale, pushing back into downward dog on the bricks. Let go of the head. So you should be feeling some major heat now, some sweat going on, I hope. If this feels too much on the bricks, feel free to come off them. It just gives you a little bit more space to develop your core muscles. So then from this position, inhale, bring the knees down. Exhale, again, you can sit back into Virasana, sitting back onto the heels or into high kneeling. From here, just bring the hands into caveman hands on the lap. Wrist release, give the fingers and thumbs a wiggle. You're doing really well. Steady in the breath. Okay, are we ready for more fun? We're ready for more challenge. So shake out the wrists. You know you're doing amazing things here to strengthen your core, your back, your mind, develop resilience, patience. So bringing the hands to rest on the bricks. Inhale, step the left leg back, tuck under. Exhale, step the right leg back, tuck under, hold your plank, inhale. Exhale, right knee into belly again. Hold and breathe. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Point the toes of the right foot. Then step it back, inhale. Exhale, belly in, left knee into belly. Keep the weight over the shoulders. Squeezing and breathing. Doing really well. Step it back. Exhale, chaturanga, squeeze those elbows in. Inhale, big lift of the chest. Really enjoy that opening. That's it. Exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor, pushing back into downward dog. Even out the breath there. From here, look between the bricks. Inhale, step the right foot between the bricks. Exhale and sink into a runner's lunge. So here you have your hands nicely supported on your bricks. You can draw your shoulders back and lift the gaze forward. On the inhale, dip the back knee down. And on the exhale, squeeze and lift. If this feels too much on the knee, then just keep it elevated. Inhale to dip. That's it. Exhale to squeeze. Squeeze those glutes. Use those big muscles. We've got one more. Inhale to dip. Exhale to squeeze. Now from here, walk your bricks further forward. And on the inhale, lift and see if you can maybe lift the left leg up behind you. That's too much. Keep the toe on the floor. Otherwise, we're lifted into a posture called vasisthasana. Now, it might be you need to change the setting of the bricks so that you're higher up. No problem. Change the setting, lift the chest. Make sure you don't lift the leg any higher than your own hip. Keep breathing. Now, from here, if you're feeling really brave, you might grip the mat with the toes of the right foot and see if you can bring your hands to Anjali Mudra. Stay this low. Breathing. Well done. And exhale, bring the hands back to the brick. Inhale, bend the back knee. Exhale, bring your bricks back to their original setting. Step both legs back, coming into plank pose. Hold your plank for a moment. Keep breathing. Then inhale, step your left foot between the bricks. Exhale, roll your shoulders back, lift the gaze. You need to change your setting, please do. If you need to be higher, you know what's coming next. Inhale, dip the back knee. Exhale to squeeze and lift. Again, avoid with any knee issues. Inhale to dip. Exhale to squeeze. Enjoy all those sensations. Inhale to dip. Exhale to squeeze. From here, inhale, lift Mula Bandha. Take the bricks further forward. And maybe lifting that back leg up. See what's doable. Point the toes straight back. Nice level hips. Press major weight into that left foot. Really strong left leg. Lift the chest. You can stay on the bricks. If you're feeling adventurous and you might fall over, but it's all right. You can bring the hands to a prayer position. You might wobble, as I'm doing too. Just see what's doable. Keep breathing and feeling. And then exhale, bring the hands down to the bricks this time. Step the feet together. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale and fold forward. If you need to bend the knees, no problem. This is a little timeout in Uttanasana. You need to walk the feet further apart. Just do what you need to do. You might have a little sway from side to side. Just settling the mind down. Then from here, inhale, press the hands to the floor or to the shins, lift the chest forward. Exhale, bring the bricks to one side, bend the knees, step back into plank position. Lower the body. Inhale to lift, back bend of choice. Choose the right height for yourself. Exhale, pushing back into downward dog. Bend the knees, we're coming through to seated. Inhale, step, jog or jump through. And voila, here we are. So, moving your blanket to one side if you've been using that, coming onto the sitting bones. And just stretch the legs out, coming to Dandasana. Bring the hands either side of the hips. Continuing our Ashtanga inspired focus. Ashtanga is hugely challenging, but also immensely rewarding. All of the 8 limbs of yoga are encapsulated in this practice, and that's why it's so powerful. So just feeling the lovely length of the spine, we're going to release the back before we do any more core work with Paschimottanasana. So you might just scooch the glutes off the sitting bones, scooch the glutes back. That takes you into a little internal rotation, which helps. And on the inhale, you can bring the hands either side of the legs, keep a nice long back. Exhale, relax your knees, just give those a jiggle, make sure your legs are relaxing. That's it. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, if you can maintain a nice long back, you might take hold of your toes with the first 2 fingers. But if you're round your back, then avoid that. Just stay up here. Wherever you are, gaze forward towards the toes. Nice, easy breathing. See where you can relax, so no striving, no forcing. This is the hardest thing, reining it in. Rein in the effort, but rein out the breath. Let the breath do the work. Not any force of will. That's it. And then see if you can enter maybe a little bit more relaxation through those hamstrings. If your belly is easily on your thighs, know that you can then begin to round down. But if that's too much, you can just stay here. One more breath. Good. And then inhale, lift to the upright. Exhale, bring the bricks either side of your hips. So in the primary series, there are lots of vinyasas where you jump back, and you can practice developing your jump back strength using these bricks. It helps you to get into those deep core muscles. So from here, just cross the legs. Now if you can, you keep the ankles in the air, slide the bricks either side of the hips, and see if you're able to lift away from the floor. So that's the hard version. The easier version is to keep the feet on the floor, take your shoulders forward, and to lift from there. So whichever lift you can do is fine. Lift and squeeze, check that you're breathing. If you want the hardcore version, tip back, lift the ankles, and then exhale. Now from there, if you need to release the wrists, you can. Everything's set there for you to do that. So then stretch the legs out in front of you. This is called an L-sit. So again, it's a drill that's used in yoga to help you build core strength. So again, your hands are facing forward on your bricks. You'll inhale, roll the shoulders back. On the exhales, you lift the pelvic floor. You'll see if you can lift away from the floor. So you slide back, and the bricks give you a little bit more room to do that. If you can't get airborne, don't worry, just engage. Engage and point the toes. Otherwise, lift and squeeze, and then exhale back down. From here, bring the hands back underneath the shoulders, lift the chest. This is option 1. Option 2 is kurmasana. Bring the feet to the floor, and on the exhale, lift into a tabletop position. Make sure your feet are underneath the knees. Lift, lift, lift. Maybe even take your head back. Keep breathing. Lift the hips, lift the chest. Then exhale, lower to the floor. Stretch the legs out. Bring the hands back to the bricks. Are you ready? Lots more fun. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Squeezing and lifting. And exhale all the way down. Well done. Let's cross the legs. From here, you can nicely bring the bricks underneath the thighs, just supports the groin, helping it to relax. And bring the hands to crab position. Drop the gaze. And just allow things to settle down for a few moments. Now, as you become quiet in your breath and in your movements, you may still feel a residual tingling, shaking around the fingertips. This is the prana. You have to sometimes work beyond your comfort zone to get to that tingling sensation where you've just awoken so many new neural pathways, which is great. Working beyond your mind's borders. This is the way to liberation. So then inhale, lift the prayer hands up. And exhale, circle down through flamenco wrists and shake out the wrists. So from here, we're going to stretch the legs out once again. Just have the bricks to hand. Then from here, bend in the right knee and sit nice and tall. So you can bring the hands to rest on the shin, look straight forward. This is a journey towards elephant trunk pose in English, which is in the second series of Ashtanga. Next option, if you wish, is to lift this right leg up and take hold of the outside of the foot with the left hand. You can keep hold of the back of the right thigh. That's it. And just a little opening into the hips. You can play around with that, kind of hinge in the knee, back, just working into lubricating the hip joint. That's it, looking good. Brilliant, everybody. Active toes on the left foot. Lots of options here. You stop off where you need to. Next option, the next time you hinge that knee back, is to bring the right arm underneath. So you're effectively bringing your leg on top of your shoulder. Your mind will kind of react to that and say, what? But you can try. So it might be you can get your arm, your leg maybe out on the outside of the arm, or you might even be able to get your calf tissue on top of the shoulder. Now what you must do is squeeze that leg into the arm. So it's really active, and squeeze the arm, the tricep, into the leg. Now from here, if you've got your bricks, you can bring your bricks underneath your hands and you tinker with being able to lift up. Now if you want to practice the lift up and you've not got the leg, you can just do it using the sole of the foot. Yeah, so whatever you can get to is fine. See what's doable. If you've got the elephant's trunk, you might even be able to lift the left leg up. So right leg and left leg, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Breathing. And exhale and coming down. Woo! Well done. We'll have a little time out. Bring the soles of the feet together. This is a modified supta kurmasana, sleeping tortoise. On the inhale, lift the chest forward. And on the exhale, just begin to round down. So allow the back to round. Begin to fold into your tortoise shell. Let go of the head. Let go of the challenges. Let go of the shoulders. Close the eyes, inhabit that inner universe of peace and harmony. And then inhale, slowly lift back up. Exhale, roll the shoulders back. So however that went in your body, remember the most important thing is the breath. The body, neither here nor there really. It's good for it to be healthy, but it's the breath which gives us the access to the peace. So we'll try the opposite side, no expectations. Don't take it too seriously, it's just yoga, remember. Just a few moves. So bring the left foot to the floor. This is your starting off point. Hands around the shins, sit nice and tall. So you've got your ujjayi breath, your shoulders are relaxed, you've got your drishti. Option 2, if you wish, squeeze Mula Bandha, take hold of the outside of the left foot with the right hand, and you can help that with the left hand on the back of the thigh. And maybe just bring some movement into the hip. So if you never got any further with this posture, or it took you maybe 20, 30 years, that's how long it's taken me to get to the stage I'm at, it's only a stage, then this is really great for your hips. And you know, in everyday life, healthy hips is more important than being able to do a fancy yoga pose. So you might stay with that. You might, as you bend the knee, bring the left arm underneath the leg and get that leg as high up on the shoulder as you can. You have to do a little bit of winching. And bring the left hand down and see if you can squeeze the leg into the arm or otherwise. If that doesn't work, I want you to bring the foot to the floor and just stay happy. So then we come to the bricks. So the hands come onto the bricks underneath the shoulders. Hands face forward as we've been practicing. You may tinker with lifting up. You may even tinker with lifting up the right leg at the same time. Just see what's doable. Play around with it. If that lift up is not possible, you can do the same lift up, also using the sole of the foot from the floor. Drawing those shoulders down, lifting the chest. That's it, great. Keep breathing. Wherever you are, stay happy. And exhale to come down. Ooh, well done. We're back into our tortoise shell. Let's retreat. The soles of the feet together. Nice fluffy knees. Everything nice and easy. Inhale, lift the chest forward. Exhale, and just begin to curl down. Let go of the head. Wherever you get to, just feel a relaxation. Close the eyes. So turning your outward gaze inwards. Pratyahara, sense withdrawal. Check in with how you're feeling, your heartbeat, your breath. Give your body helpful messages saying, body, you're doing so great today. Thank you for supporting me through this journey through life. I appreciate you. And inhale as we roll all the way back up. And exhale, roll the shoulders back. From here, gather the knees back in. Then cross at the ankle, same as before, back to the lift up, hands underneath the shoulders, legs ideally in the air, either engage or press the hands into the blocks. If you need to bring the feet down, no problem, roll the shoulders forward, or tip back and lift the ankles, see what's doable, keep breathing, and exhale to come down. Okay, so just pop the bricks to one side for now. We're moving to another Ashtanga posture, a seated balance. So initially just hop the knees in, round the back, feel a little bit of relaxation. Have a little sway from side to side. All is well. All is good. And then inhale as you lift back to center. Exhale. So this is a journey towards Ardha Mukha Paschimottanasana, seated balance. Our starting off point is to bring our feet together. Hands to the shins, lift the chest, and maybe lift up onto the toes. So it's kind of very similar to a navasana prep, as in the boat pose. So you can stay here, this is option 1. Option 2 is to reach down and take the outside of the feet, so not the toes, but you grip the outside of the feet and hug the chest towards the thighs. Next option is to begin to straighten these legs out. So you kind of curl up in a little ball, rounding your back, You might continue beyond that midpoint. Eventually you point your toes, look towards the toes, and then hug the elbows in towards the shins. If that's an impossibility, I want you to go to any of those modifications that we've just looked at. Anywhere on that spectrum is fine. If you roll backwards, you get extra points. Nice work, I saw that roll. Extra points for commitment, that's brilliant. That's what we want. So again, just have a play around, see what's doable. Halfway point is fine. Keep squeezing those deep core muscles in. If your hamstrings are tight, no worries, just keep your knees bent, it's all good. Point in, maybe squeeze it in, see what's doable. And then wherever you are, we're going to go hands-free, if that's okay on your back. If it's not, I want you to bring your feet down. Otherwise, release your hands, maybe coming into boat pose with the knees bent or the legs straight. Keep lifting the chest, lifting the chest, lifting the chest. And exhale, and coming all the way down. Well done. Whew. You feeling hot? I hope so. So, make sure you're sitting nice and comfortably. That's it, just have a little wiggle equally onto the sitting bones. So we're into the final 3 lotuses, as they're called. We are practicing with cross-leg position. If you want to do half lotus, full lotus, be my guest, go for it. Otherwise, Baddha Padmasana. Cross the arms behind the back. Inhale, lift the chest. And on the exhale, just begin to hinge at the hips, hinge at the waist, and pull forward. Allow the gaze to drop. Draw the chin in. Gaze towards the tip of the nose. So you can be anywhere on this trajectory. Might be a little way, halfway. You can keep going. You may even be able to bring your forehead to the floor. But that's not the aim. The aim is to keep a steady breath, to keep your peace, and to keep your drishti. The eyes are open, tip of the nose. Same way you can relax in this gesture of surrender. This posture is also known as yoga mudra, because we seal in all the energy that we've created in our practice. Few more breaths. Feel those waves of breath traveling down the back of the body. And then engage Mula Bandha on the inhale, slowly lift back up. That's it. Exhale. As you arrive, release the hands. Next posture is Padmasana, so we keep the same cross-leg position. Suffice to say, cross-leg's the problem, just stretch your legs out, no worries. So come into Yana Mudra, first finger and thumb connect. Straighten out the rest of the fingers, lift the chest. So the back stays nice and low. Inhale. And on the exhale, just a little dip of the chin towards the chest. Same drishti. Steady breathing. So keeping the belly relatively still. Making the chest a big vessel for breath. Soft gaze down the Pinocchio drishti, tip of the nose and beyond. And the pressure between the finger and the thumb as if you're holding the wing of a butterfly. So not too much pressure. Keep the lift of those bandhas, Mula and Uddiyana. Again, developing these deep inner core muscles, which no gym gets to. Gym deals with superficial, usually yoga deals with your body in relation to the breath, so it runs really deep and takes a long time to develop. But once it's there, it's there. And that's what we're practicing. One more breath. And inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, release the mudra, ripple out the fingers. You know what's coming next. We've got Utplutihi, which means to lift up. So again, got your bricks, get your bricks to hand. That might help in this journey. So bricks come either side of the thighs. You might need to adjust forward or back, just see. Underneath the shoulders is good. From here, inhale, press the hands forward into the bricks. Exhale, either engage or see if you can lift up. If lifting up is easy, then lift your knees towards the armpits. And again, just practice lifting the ankles away from the floor, or keep the feet on the floor, breathe in. Keep lifting and breathing, squeeze, 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 lift, press into the shoulders, step on, don't give up, keep breathing, look forward, don't give up, keep lifting, squeezing, and exhale, coming down. Well done. Bring the backs of the hands to the bricks or into your lap, just to have a little wrist release. Even out your breath. Good, and do a few little royal waves in both directions. Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to try a little different variation here. Shake out the wrists. So what I'd like you to do is to bring one brick or block underneath your ankles. We'll try this a different way. So this is another way you can build your core muscles up. Hands come underneath the shoulders. The brick, if you can't lift your feet away from the floor, the brick is helping you do that for you. So you inhale, exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor, and maybe you can get airborne that way. Yes. Squeezing, lifting, squeezing, lifting. And that might be a little bit easier than the last one. And then exhale to come down. Good job, everybody. Nice work. Again, circle out. So use whatever you need to get stronger. You know, that's what these supports are there for. And eventually your body gets that muscle memory. It's like, yeah, I can do this on my own. One day you'll surprise yourself. Okay. So from here, you're going to roll through to all fours and step back into your plank position. This is called the final vinyasa to freedom. It's the last one before shavasana, so make the most of it. You need to bring your knees down, otherwise exhale, chaturanga, release the toes. Inhale to lift, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward dog or back bend choice. Exhale, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward dog, lengthen back. Look forward, bend the knees up onto the toes, step, jog or jump through to seated. And exhale and lay all the way down. Now as you lie down, if you get the message to bring your knees in, feel free to give yourself a big self hug, saying well done for meeting all those challenges. Have a rock from side to side. Good job. And then when you're ready to, sliding out into the most important posture of Shavasana to absorb all this prana, all this energy. Lock your ankles, palms of the hands are open. Allow all the effort to slide away from you. Close the eyes, take a big inhale. Big exhale. Out through the mouth, let it go. Big inhale. Exhale. Last one, make it a good one. Big inhale. Exhale. Letting go of Bandha, Drishti, Ujjayi, and the asana. Beginning to drift towards stillness. Drifting into this inner world of awareness, of peace and tranquility, as we make the body a sponge for absorbing the prana. So as you take this time to rest and absorb, congratulate yourself on getting through some very challenging work there. Glory to you from the Guruji book. This is the chapter from Thomas Sorzo. And about why we practice. He says, I started practicing Ashtanga Yoga when I was 24, and now I am over 50. The practice has given me support in passing through difficult moments in my life. Sometimes you feel like life is just shaking you from one point to the other, and it's easy to lose control. The practice gives you support. I am thankful for that, because we don't control life. Life can be difficult. The practice brings you balance, and you don't become depressed. When things are positive, you enjoy them more because you are more awake. In the negative moments, you have the support of the practice. So taking the strength off the mat is really the true value. Resting here for a short time. Now becoming aware of the breath. Beginning to deepen the breath, allowing the energy from the practice to carry you up towards the surface. And as you arrive there, sending the breath down into fingers and toes. And as you bring some gentle movements here, moving the head slowly from side to side. Awareness rising. On the next inhale, reaching the arms up and back for a full body stretch. Big exhale to let go. And drawing the knees into the belly, having a rock from side to side until you can roll over to your right side. Pause here as you drop the bones into the floor, feeling energized, feeling strong, resilient, and connected to your breath and your inner peace. And bringing the top hand to the floor beside the base, stretching out the top leg and coming through to comfortable seated. Sitting nice and tall, lengthening the spine, lifting the heart space. And bringing the hands to Anjali Mudra as we give thanks for our health and our practice. Inhale to lift the prayer hands up. Exhale to center. Namaste. Well done, everybody. Make sure you get a nice drink of water after that class. And well done. And I hope to see you soon. Thank you.